stream. So this is the second part of the unofficial live stream. Okay, so just to gather my thoughts. Wow. Okay, so I'm on a mission right now because I got a couple things I want to do, but I figured I'll go ahead and play around with this live video thing because I do want to start doing live videos. I don't like that. Well, I turned the air off. I turned the air off so I can focus a little bit better because the air is so loud. But now I'm just like, you turn that switch off because it's a power switch up here. Actually, I could just do this. So power switch there. So let me tell you a little bit about this room. As I mentioned earlier, I am a mental health professional. So um I've been doing a lot of work in this room too. I've been doing a lot of work in this room. So this is you know what? I'm just gonna give you guys a tour. I'll give you guys a tour. So you can kind of see a whole lot of my stuff. Just my Pleco food. I do a lot of research. So, like, hey, you wanna add some calcium to your aquarium? You wanna add some calcium to your fish? What food has calcium in it? What food has protein in it? This it's just amazing. You just do a little bit of research, you can find out all kinds of stuff. Um, Google Google. Okay, so look at the nutritional value of these beans. It'll blow your mind. It'll blow your mind. Man, I should eat these beans, but no, my fish love them. It's a very weird name. Cantanilla beans. Nutritional value is incredible. So yeah, you wanna add some iron. You buy fertilizer that has iron in it. Well, what about fish food? You go to the garden store, you get fertilizer, and it's got fish waste in it. You got fish waste in your aquarium if you feed your fish healthy food. Um, what else can I tell you guys about my random stuff? So I'm an artist. I got a lot of paintbrushes. That's one of the weird random things up there. Um, Food, grinders, coffee grinders. I got this crazy intense grinder. Um, this thing here. And then I got a dog. He likes to sneak in here and steal stuff. Okay, back to what I was gonna do. I was about to do a tour. I was gonna show you guys something out here. Trying to remember what I was gonna do. Hi, I have attention deficit, ADHD. There's something I was gonna do. Oh yeah, I was just gonna show. Okay, so I'm a mental health professional. This has become my work desk for the last 2 days because I wasn't here. If you guys have seen some of my videos, if you guys see some of my videos, I'll say like, this is my aquarium at my office because 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I go to Portland where I see clients in person. And then I'm here where I see clients virtually, which is like that's what this spot is. So I got my chair right there. I just moved it over. So I sit right here. I have my laptop that I prop up that is not here. It's actually in a bag right now because I took it with me. That monitor, you can set the landscape, you can set the different settings. So a Word document, you can open the Word document all the way up and do all your notes. Um, so I was gonna do a little tour because it's kind of cool. Because you guys see what a disaster I am. So this is our very tiny house. This is my wife's office. I don't think there's any there. Like, is there any private things that is going to be here that you guys could see? If I just go like this, you guys aren't going to be able to read any of her stuff. Those are all my paintings. Um, some of them, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, so this is my wife's office. You can see how organized and normal she is. And then there's me. Okay, I want you guys to notice there's no fish tanks anywhere. Yeah, and then you walk in here. Okay, so this is what's happening. Okay, we're going camping, so I got to make sure the fish room is set for camping. I'm going to close the door so the dog doesn't bug me. Um, okay, so I'm going to talk to you guys why I fixed this thing back up. So the curtain, I don't want the curtain up there. The curtain. This is so I don't freak out my clients because see how this looks. So you guys can just watch me while I'm doing this. Try to do this without pressing any buttons on the screen. Eh, oh man, trying to do this without. Okay, maybe if I put paper towel here, because I'm putting it on my little phone stand, and okay, you can kind of see what I'm saying. So imagine if your therapist had this behind them, right? It's it's a little wild. Okay, so this is what's going on. So um, all right. My lights are on a timer. That's why they are off. They're not off because I flipped the switch off. They're off because the timer. So I'm gonna try to see if I can go in and turn the lights back on without. I could just press the button, but I'm not gonna do that because I don't even know. So just I don't know what's gonna happen here. So I can just go like that. I slid my screen off to the side. Now I'm gonna click on the side of my phone. So I don't think I lost you guys. All right. Now, the main focus is my auto feeders. So I'm just going to talk to you guys why I'm setting up my auto feeders. Okay. I'm eccentric. If you guys haven't caught on to that, funny. Um, so let me show you guys what I feed my fish. So, um, I feed my fish a lot of live food, but I'm kind of getting away from that because there's so much good quality there's so much good quality prepared foods nowadays. For instance, are you guys familiar with this stuff? I'm going to show you guys. Focus, focus. Come on, stupid phone. Okay, I'm just going to hold it like that. You could pause the video later and you can read what all that says. Okay, now let me see. I'm just going to look at on my own here. See if there's a spot where it has like crude protein and all that stuff. I mean, the first ingredient is spirulina, which is algae. It says spirulina algae meal, krill. Krill, okay, krill is really, really good for fish color. It does something where it actually brings out the color of fish. So that's one of the really awesome things about krill. Pea protein. That's another really, really good food that you might want to get. Freeze dried split peas, grind them down in a coffee grinder. That's another really good food to feed your fish. Black soldier fly larvae. I got a 5-gallon bucket full of black soldier fly larvae underneath my desk. Everybody should have a bucket of black soldier fly larvae under their desk, right? Okay, I'm not going to read everything that's in this. Okay, let me show you another one. This is another really, really good already prepared food that not a lot of people know about. And I swear to God, it's probably the best fry food that no one knows about. Bee pollen. Okay, not that, but yes. Um, Trilla. That's another algae. This is a freshwater algae. I think spirulina is actually a saltwater algae. I think it is. I might be wrong, but I think spirulina is saltwater and this is natural freshwater. Yeah, I know. This is fish food. I don't eat this. I should, but I don't. What else I got? Okay. Where is the stuff I was going to show you guys? So what I have here, let me show you. Space, man. I just don't have enough space, so I'm utilizing as much as I can. So I got all of these different things. Seraph makes some great foods. So I thought I put it up here, but I'm not seeing it. So maybe it's on my desk and that giant mess of stuff. Oh, I see it. I see it. Okay, here you go, guys. You guys ready for this? That's right. That's right. Saltwater fish food. This stuff is made for corals. This stuff is made to feed corals. If you've got baby fish, now, yes, yes, there's a lot of really, really, really good fish food for fries, for baby fish that recently came out. That stuff, like Seraph does have a really good baby fish food. So does Aquarium Co-op. But this is also one more to throw in your bucket. So if you're breeding angelfish, if you're breeding killifish, if you're breeding rainbow fish, any type of super super tiny fish that need very tiny micro foods, this stuff is amazing. Okay, now the cool thing about this is you can actually read the back. It's not they make it easy to actually find like what. I don't know why my phone is not wanting to focus. Can you guys see that? I'm sure you can. Okay, I'm gonna read through the feedback here in just a second to see what's going on. Okay. All right. Anyways, crude protein 60%, crude fat 20%, crude fiber 8%, ash, which is like I don't remember exactly what ash is. Ash is in everything. Um, and then like just moisture. Ingredients, marine plankton. It's just marine plankton. That's it. Okay, now what's going on? Let me see if I can figure out what's going on here because the feedback or the whatever it is. Okay. What's going on? Okay, so then what's going on? I just thought I haven't done any live feeds and I just noticed that I'm able to do it, so I figured I would try a live video. Thank you for your duties. Oh yeah. I mean, what are your thoughts on HMOFA? I'm not exactly sure what that is. I have to look that up. Okay, I'm gonna walk around a little bit because I gotta go grab my drink because I am talking a lot and my throat is super dry. I'll flip the camera around so you guys can see me while I'm walking. Okay, I'm just gonna sit down and read some of this stuff so I can catch up on. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, let's see what is going on here. I saw something about blowing something up. So yeah, see, every single time I sit down, my dog wants to come say hi. What's up, buddy? He's a great dog. Rescue. He's a rescue. Um, Very sweet dog. Okay. Okay, what's his name? Okay, dog's name is Punky. His name is Punky. My wife named him. I guess that was her dad's nickname. I don't know what all that means as far as her dad's nickname being Punky. He was a firefighter in Portland, Portland, Oregon. Okay. Okay. All right. So human. I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure out what HMOFA. Uh, what's his name? I guess it's about the dog. Your granny shifting. Is that shifting or is that not double clutching like you should? I'm not sure what you're talking about. You're lucky that 100 shot of NOS didn't blow. Oh, you talking about the CO2 system? Your granny shifting. What are you talking about? So I don't know. I have a needle valve here. I got a needle valve there, and then I got a needle valve here. I got my bubble counter, and this tank is settling. This tank is a freaking nightmare. I'm not even going to show you guys that tank. It's so embarrassing right now because. So I'm not sure what you're talking about, granny shifting. I got two needle valves on there so I can keep track of them. I don't know. Your granny shifting. I'm gonna have to Google what granny shifting means. Am I caught up on? Whatever. You're lucky that I don't know what you're talking about. Blow the welds on the intake. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at that again later because maybe I'm just missing something. All right. Or maybe you, I don't know. Maybe you think you're watching a mechanic show or something. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not sure. The welds on the intake. Blow the welds on the intake. The welds on the, I don't know, whatever. Okay. Back to what I'm supposed to be doing. So the auto feeders, check my auto feeders. Um, yeah. So I don't think I'm gonna put an auto feeder on this tank here. I'm gonna let this tank settle. So one of the things too is like you don't need to feed your fish every single day. That's another thing. Like people think that you need to feed your fish a couple times a day. You don't need to do that. Fish can go a couple days without food. And also there's so much microorganisms in my tanks. There is scuds in all of my tanks. There's infusoria, all kinds of other stuff. So I'm gonna let this one tank go without any food in there. Um, and then so one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. So I got 8 tanks I need to check the auto feeders on. I think while I'm talking to you guys, I'm gonna work on this tank over here. So you see how it's splattering? So I need to drop this down a little bit. So I need to drop. I wonder if you were talking about the airlines. Was that person talking about the airlines? Because I do actually have, I got a bleeder valve right here. And I've got I've got airlines. I got all of these here, then I got a whole bunch. I got a whole bunch in the back that are wide open. And then I got a bunch of these here that are also open. So I don't know if that's what that person was talking about, but I've run airlines like this for 4 years. So maybe, I don't know. I appreciate the feedback. If that is a problem, then I definitely want to check in on it. I'll do some research on it later and see if that is an issue. Um, so yeah, so we'll take a look at that later. Okay. So I do want to drop this down a little bit. So I have to go around to the back. This is where things are kind of messy. Well, actually, maybe I'll do that later. I'm not gonna do that while I'm talking to you guys. I'm just gonna work on this tank. I'm gonna work on getting these some of these rocks up off the ground because these are gonna be for the pleco caves. So what I'm gonna do is I want to put the pleco caves because like I was saying in my other video, I don't know if anyone actually watched that if anyone in here has watched that other video, but I took a whole bunch of jungle val out of this tank, and I also took a bunch of dirt out of this tank. Believe it or not, this was actually a lot higher. I set this tank up kind of in like a mad rush because we moved and I needed to get the fish out of buckets into these tanks. So I put all of the stuff in the tanks, the dirt and everything, the gravel, sand, and then I put the fish in the tanks, and I had to do it super quick because I was working and I just had to do it, and I didn't have the time off to get everything done the right way. I just had to make sure everything stayed alive. So that's the problem I was dealing with. My hand's in the way. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start putting some stuff up in here while I'm talking to you guys. I don't know. Is there anybody still watching me? Because my feedback, or the comments, I don't see any new comments, and maybe people left, which is fine. But I'm just not sure if there's any. I don't know if I accidentally got rid of all of my. I don't know. I don't know. Can't tell if I've lost people or not. But okay, you know what I'm gonna do because I don't see any other reviews on here. I think I screwed something up when I was messing around with the curtain there. So I'm just going to talk to you guys for a few more minutes and I'll just end it because I'm not really doing anything that's super oh, and I don't see any comments, and if there is comments in here I'll just message you guys back later. But yeah. So I'll just tell you guys what going to do with this tank. So, all right. So as I was saying in my other video, these are all live bearers, except for the plecos and the corridoras. So I've got swordtails in here. I've got platies in here. Platies breed with swordtails, and they will create a different type of swordtail. That's how you get your fancy swordtails. You get the really crazy, wild-looking colored. So, like, that's a coral blue platy that has some swordtail genes in it. We'll have to see what it looks like if it's a male. I don't. Yeah, I think that is a male. So as it gets older, we'll see if it has a little sword or not. And then I'll breed it again with another sword tail until I develop a actual sword. Um, so Platies and swordtails breed together. They will not cross with mollies. G'dayets, little fish with the red tail. That's a g'dayet, not that orange tail, red tail. That's a g'dayet up there. So the g'dayets, there's only one type of g'dayet in here. So the red tail split fin. I can't remember the scientific name for it, but that's the only g'dayet in there. So they will not cross with any other fish. Um, yeah. And then the mollies, yes, there is some other type of mollies that need to come out of here because like I said earlier, I'm developing the orange sailfin mollies. Um so what I'm doing right now is I'm going to go ahead and so I got these flat rocks. I don't have too many flat rocks, unfortunately. So this one here is kind of flat on the side there. And so pieces of coral, because these are mollies, live bearers, the pH needs to be kind of high. It needs to be in the upper sevens to keep the pH kind of high. So I have other things that I use for also dosing pH. Um, but that's what this stuff is. So crushed coral, people put crushed coral in their tanks to to uh keep the pH up. I do have a pH monitor. I got a professional pH monitor. What the heck is the brand? Milwaukee. I got a professional digital pH Milwaukee monitor. Okay, so see how these are kind of flat? So I can, because the sand is so deep, I can push it in different spots. Lots and lots of places for the baby fish to hide. This is more flat there. So the idea is I'm gonna put the caves on these that are flat, so it won't just be sitting in the dirt. It'll be sitting kind of up, so we can watch the watch them breed because that's kind of fun to watch. So that's what I'm gonna do. Um, there is some pieces of wood that I threw in here also, which does drop the pH. So that does kind of drop the pH. So, what else can I tell you guys about this? That's pretty much it. So I'm just gonna kind of take these and move them off to the side. So while I'm talking, I'll do that. And I'll just see how this goes. And I'll decide if I want to keep videoing while I'm doing this or if I want to go ahead and end it because it's just too complicated. Wow. Okay. So, and I know I saw one of the, see if there's any, I don't see one in there right now. So I don't want to freak them out too much. Just kind of sitting them there, little bamboo ones I got from someone from the Portland Greater Aquarium Society Club. Some snails. My plecos hate me. They're like, "What are you doing? Why do you keep messing with our home?" Let's see what's in here. So I already got a flat rock here. So I want all of the caves to be right here. I know my fish are like, "What are you doing?" They're fine. They're used to this. Poor guys. Okay. Uh, okay. Well, anyways. This is why you're supposed to do a better job at capping off your aquarium. So that's the other thing too. So I got this I want to get these set down, and I got these buckets over here of gravel. So I got some rocks, some larger rocks. And then I got this I got this fine, see it's kind of, some of them are big, some of them are small. So once I get once I get the homes on there, the pleco homes, the caves where I want them, and it looks better. Then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add more of this stuff down. And I probably will take some more of that dirt out because I mean you guys saw how quick that got stirred up. And I mean, the thing is, too, guys, I know this looks like crap. It looks horrible, but you see the hornwort. I mean, this is what keeps my tanks alive. The floating plants. There's so much bacteria, and I'm talking about healthy bacteria. The the sand, the substrate, any surface areas are full. It all has bacteria. And like this other side, I know this is disgusting. I know. I'm just wanted to show you guys like all of this stuff, right? So there's a constant flow of water. I'm not going to show you the stuff over here, but what I have is I have a blackworm culture over here, and it really is kind of gross looking right now because I've been doing a lot of work on these tanks, so it's kind of gross. But here's the thing, these little fry trays have flowing water. There's flowing water from the fry trays. There's a fry tray there, and then there's a fry tray here. So the water is flowing over here as well. So we got the constant flow, pretty heavy flow over here of constant movement of water. And I know it looks gross. I know it looks gross, but the water is constantly moving around. And then I got all these plants. And I don't know if you guys notice this or not, but you see what's in the back of the tank? See that? It's a crazy idea I came up with a couple years ago. So I got these shop lights. I got these shop lights. I'm going to show you guys this real fast, and then I'm going to end the video so I can focus and just get my work done so I can go to bed. Because it's 9 o'clock my time, and I've got work tomorrow morning. I've got some clients. I got 4 clients in the morning, and then we're heading off camping. Oh. So these are shop lights. See, um, I got a bunch way up here at the top. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but there's some up the top. They turned off because of the timer. But I got 4 of these shop lights going straight across the back of the tank. Now, what that does is all of my not Java moss, all of my jungle val. I plant my jungle val in the very back of the tank, and it just grows along all the back. And my baby plecos love to go through that, and so do my baby fish. So there's lots and lots and lots of places for the babies to hide, including the jungle val. So, all right. Okay. So I know the timer's still going. I don't know what I did, but I don't see any feedback or any comments. I don't see any of the live comments anymore because either everybody left or I screwed up and I clicked something accidentally on my phone and I closed the reviews. And I'm afraid to mess with it because if I mess with it, I might screw it up even more. But I'm going to end the video, but I'm just going to click on one thing because I'm going to end the video anyways. So worst case scenario, I'm going to accidentally end the video when I don't mean to. So I'm going to go ahead and click on something and see if I can see other comments before I just go. Okay. So we're just going to go like that. Hi. Okay. Oh, okay. I just got another comment. I am starting to ship. I'm going to start shipping again. I used to ship Daphnia. Um, I don't know if that was A and C Aquatics or if that was Jeff's page, but he was talking about that. He was talking about shipping Daphnia and whether or not that's possible. And I ship Daphnia. I'm in Oregon and I ship Daphnia all the way to New York. And the trick to shipping Daphnia is a very big bag with lots and lots of water and not a lot of Daphnia. Because Daphnia, you'll have like three Daphnia one day, 3 days later you'll have six. And then that'll double, and then that'll double, and then that'll double. So every couple of days you'll like, yeah, and that's how you crash your system. So yes, I do ship, but not today because I don't have any heat packs. But you probably don't need heat packs right now. I don't have any shipping equipment. I don't have any stuff for shipping. But yes, yes, I do ship. I will start doing that. I will take some if you want to ship to Vermont. I mean, yeah, well, I don't know what it is you want because I got all kinds of stuff. I'm starting to breed keely fish again. If you go through my channel, you'll find a video where I was breeding keely fish, clown keelies, and I was bringing clown keelies to the World of Wet Pets and Gresham. I was bringing like I was bringing like 20 clown keelies, like good size, where you could actually see if they were male and if they were female. And clown keelies are super tiny. I got a 10-gallon tank next to me that I'm starting to breed those guys again. And then I have Aphyosemians. I've never bred Aphyosemians, but that's going to start going hopefully. Um, we got a thing called bread and butter fish. So bread and butter fish are like, that's what you do. That's what you breed. So you could breed your hobby, the things you actually want to breed. So financially, I am not wealthy. I am not rich. This is a very expensive hobby if you do it the way a lot of us do it, with all these tanks and everything. So bread and butterfish are my sailfin mollies. So sailfin mollies, endlers, guppies. I hate guppies. Plants are another. I consider that a bread and butter because you can make a lot of money off of plants if you do it right. Which I'm trying to. I'm trying to get back into that. But like I said, this fish room is not very old. I set this place up 5 months ago, and I am a. My first client was 9 o'clock this morning. My last client was at 7 o'clock. It is. Well, I was done around 6:30 actually. So so yeah, like I'm only the only reason why I'm able to talk to you guys right now like I am is because my grandchild was born this morning at 5 o'clock, and my wife is with the grandkids. Because the mom, I know, I just had a grandbaby. It's kind of cool. Uh, six. I got six grandkids. Um, and they love the fish room and they love their weird granddad with all the fish. They love it. So I'm very, 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 very busy and it's hard to keep up with all this, but this is my self care. This is my hobby. This is my passion. This is not my job. This is not where I make my money. And that is so important for people to know. You don't get into this because you're going to get rich. You don't get into this to make money. You might be able to make enough money to afford your fish food. It's like golf, right? You pay for all those golf clubs and you get to go use them. I don't know. Let's see, where are we at? I will take some. Okay, yeah, I have dwarf red, blue Galaris. That's cool. Right on. I would love to talk to you about that. I hear you. I have 100 tanks. Follow me. I will absolutely follow you. So I had 25 fish tanks when I started really getting crazy about this. And then we moved. And then we were at that house and we were going to buy the house. We were thinking about buying it. And just things got weird and bad. And we had to move again. And then so we were living in Gresham. That was the last place we moved before we came here. And in that move, this is what's really crazy. Okay, I'll tell you guys this really funny story. So ANC Aquatics, I'm pretty sure I'm saying it right. They recently had Alex as a guest on their channel. If you guys haven't seen that one yet, Alex showed up kind of late because he got the time zones mixed up. I love Alex. That guy's great. Funny dude. Um, but I checked in with him a couple years ago, sent him a message on his channel, just like, hey, I'm headed up to Seattle. I'd love to buy some plants from you. And that was, I don't even know, 3, 4 years ago. I don't even know when that was. That was a while ago. And the guy was so cool. So I bought some plants from him, and then I asked him what fish he was breeding a year or so later, and I bought some Liberty Mollies from him a couple years ago. Now back to me moving. So I'm moving, and just like the last time I moved, we didn't take any days off. We moved while we were working. And it's 8:55 right now, and I have not done my chores. I still need to check all my auto feeders. I still, because it's just that's the way it is. I don't have time off. I gotta get it done because these are my responsibility. I gotta keep these guys alive. I'm going camping. My wife will kill me if I have to come home to check the auto feeders or something while I'm on my camping trip. So we gotta keep up with all of our aquarium stuff. And so anyways, going back to not taking any time off. So I'm moving from my house downtown Portland at a studio apartment to Gresham. And I'm moving the fish room now. The only thing left is just the fish room. Everything else in the house is moved. Now I'm moving the fish room. I got 5 buckets of fish in the back of the car. So there's a type of molly called a truca molly. It's the miniature molly, the wild type miniature molly. I had a bucket of those. I don't know, maybe 10, 15 of those because I just got them and they started breeding. So I'm not sure how many I had of those. And then I had my Liberty mollies. I had some Pacific mollies. I had green sailfin mollies. And then I had some keely fish. I had all of my clown keelies in one bucket. And then I had 24 karat gold guppies, and they were growing out. And I think I had close to 100 and something. I had a lot of those little boogers. And those, I hated those. That's the reason why I don't breed guppies. Oh my God. Talk about piss me off. They were really, really, really pretty. But when you say 24 karat gold guppies, they're supposed to be solid. You can't take them to the fish store and say these are 24 karat gold guppies when they got a little streak of another color in their tail. So they were all really pretty, but they weren't all that look, that look. And so that's why I hate fish like that. That's why I don't do fish like that. That's why you see all of my fish are like mostly kind of wild type. Except for the sailfin mollies. So I'm developing a sailfin molly, and if they don't look exactly the same, who cares? They look cool. They're sailfin mollies. So that's why you're never going to see guppies in my tanks, except for mixed guppies. Because I think mixed guppies look cool. Mixed guppies, like guppy endlers, hybrid of guppy endlers, that's crazy looking. So I ain't messing with that. I ain't gonna go through and like, oh yeah, this color, stupid little thing on this tail isn't the right color of orange or the right shade of gold. It's like, give me a break. Anyways, that's my soapbox. Make me so angry. Oh my God. I'm not joking. I really hate that shit. So annoying. So, anyways, keelyfish, man, come on. That's a wild type, crazy ass looking fish. Like keelyfish are like, what the heck? It's like some some I don't know, you believe in God or not, but somebody was doing a lot of LSD when they came up with that fish. Whatever. Okay, anyways, back to what I was saying. So 5 buckets of fish, right? The guy rear ends me. Yes, that happened. So I am literally moving the fish room all by myself. You guys ever moved a fish room that is dirted? Dirted tanks? Oh my God, are you out of your mind? I had 25 fish tanks and we thought we were going to stay there. And I'm just an idiot. So 20-gallon tanks, 40-gallon tanks, whole bunch of 20-gallon tanks. Most of them were 20 gallons, and I had about 25 tanks, and they were dirted tanks. And I'm literally breaking down dirted tanks, and I got these buckets of fish, all those 24 karat gold guppies, those mollies, and my car was soaked. It's literally like I just drove into the freaking ocean. My socks were soaked. All the fish went everywhere, and it was a fucking nightmare. Um, I was not too happy. I was really angry, and on top of it, it's already the end of the week. I was doing this Friday, so I'm sitting here moving all these fish, and I'm moving my fish room all by myself, and I'm not in shape. I'm not healthy. I am like a fat slob. My job is I'm a therapist. I sit all day. I ain't man. So and like this guy who rear ends me and doesn't even stop to see if I'm okay. And he rear ended me, and my car moved like 5 feet. That's how hard he hit me. I'm lucky I'm okay. I lost all those fish. I don't know how many fish I lost because I know that I scooped some up and tried to get them back in the buckets, but they were underneath the seat. They were all over the place. This is a true story, and it's just insane. And yeah, it was horrible. You got all these baby fish that you're literally growing out to bring to the store. You got a relationship established with the store, and you're bringing fish in every month. And I was bringing in 25, 30 fish a couple times a month. These mollies, you do it right, you can get a lot of mollies because you fill the tank up with hornwort, you got a lot of babies. They're not going to be chasing the babies if there's food. So yeah. And all those damn freaking 24 karat gold guppies, every single one of them, I lost them all. I have a couple of endlers. I had Ginger Reuben endlers. So I don't have Ginger Reubens anymore, but I have these crazy ass looking hybridized not Molly. That's a weird thing though. Supposedly guppies and mollies can crossbreed. I don't know how that's even possible. So I don't know. Anyways, I do have some Ginger Reuben hybrid guppy slash other endlers. Because if you look at a Ginger Reuben, they got this really weird pattern. So I've got a couple of weird, bizarre endlers that have that weird Ginger Reuben pattern. So, anyways, I'm just gonna tell you guys that story. But yeah, I'll read through the reviews. I keep calling them reviews. I guess you guys are reviewing what I'm talking about, if I'm making any sense or not. Yeah, I mean, will I ship to Vermont? I mean, I said I shipped Daphnia to New York, so shit, I'll ship anywhere, and I don't care. Yeah, 100 tanks. Follow me. Yeah, I'll follow you. I'll check it out. Write my email down too, if you can. Be the best way to get. Yeah, I'll get a hold of you. I'm pretty sure. I'll tell you one thing, man. I used to work for the Military Inventors Crisis Line. I'm very, very good at finding people's email addresses and phone numbers because someone's saying some stuff on the Military Inventors Crisis Line. You got to get 911 or rescue people out there to that person, and you're in Oregon and they're in Colorado. Yeah, I'll find your email address. I'll find it. Don't worry about that. I can find your email address. If you got it somewhere that's available, I will be able to find it. So, all right, guys. I'm going to try to get some stuff done and go to bed because I do have some therapy sessions in the morning and I have no idea what time they are. I have no idea. I could have a therapy session at 9 o'clock in the morning for all I know. So I got to get some stuff done. Thanks for watching. This is my first official day that I've done live streaming. Oh, yeah, I'll say this last thing. I'll say this last thing. So I actually am going to start doing live streaming regularly on Monday. And I talked to my wife about it, and she's going to do it with me. I strong armed her on that. I was like, "Hey, can you do live streaming with me? Because I think that might be kind of cool to actually do it regularly." So every week, every Monday, you guys can see my. You could see the one that's already scheduled. That will be my regular time starting next month. There will be some days, some Mondays that it does not happen because things in life come first. This is pretty close to dead last. This is just fun, me goofing off, but I do want to make this a little bit more professional. Those of you that actually watch this thing all the way through, the replay crew. I'm so tired. I'm starting to slur. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna end this so I can actually get my work done now. Thanks for watching. Take care. Like I usually say on my videos, check in with your friends, say hi to people, smile, wave. Um, Perry Farrell has this thing, one of his songs. I wish we'd all wave. This is kind of cool. I'll show you guys this real fast. This tank is disgusting, but it's starting to settle. So these guys are really cool. I'm excited about breeding these. These are the long fin super red plecos, and these are babies. I got these from Dan's Fish. These look kind of cool. Look at that. Look at that dude. Or that dudette. And the other one in the back is my albino bristlenose babies. I throw the babies in this tank right now until I figure out what else I'm gonna do. But yeah. Okay, guys. Take care. Have a good night. Thanks for watching.